So I just wanted to give you a quick update. It's actually the next day, and you can probably see by the reflection in the television set that it's actually daylight. And I had a little bit more time to play with the Amazon Fire TV, and I just wanted to give you some of my first impressions, and of course I'm going to give you a full review on this device at a later date. So the first thing is that you might notice that this device offers Plex. It normally costs $4.99, but I got it for 99 cents. And of course, since I got the Amazon coins, I got it basically for free. So I had to spend 100 Amazon coins. I got 1,000 Amazon coins just for getting the controller. And so basically just $1, and I got Plex on here. I'll give you a little bit more idea of how that's going to work with a media server in my full review. But it is offered on here. You also notice Crackle, YouTube, and then some games. Now, if you saw my PlayStation 4 video, my review of the user interface on that, or if you have a PlayStation 4, you'll know that the menu system there shows you your most recent used apps. And it went into the screensaver, so let's get out of that. But you'll notice here it's the same thing. So I have my most recent used apps, or recently used apps. These are ones that I downloaded: Plex, Crackle, and then YouTube. I didn't actually use them yet, but all the games here I tried out. You Don't Know Jack was actually really fun. Despicable Me, there was a lot of frame rate issues on that game, and I don't know if I'm really going to play it. But all these games here are free. The only thing so far I paid for is Plex. So everything here that's been downloaded onto the device, again, is free. Riptide GP 2 is actually really fun. I enjoyed that game. Walking Dead is the first installment in that series that you get for free, and then if you want the other installments or episodes, you have to purchase them. Up next is Badland. Actually a cool little game. You can tell it's optimized for touch, but you can use your controller with it. Hill Climb is actually pretty fun. It's somewhat frustrating, but it's actually kind of funny. Dead Trigger 2, I had high hopes for this game because I had played the original on a tablet before. Unfortunately, this game is not really optimized for a controller, although you can use a controller with it. You basically just have to map the different buttons yourself. So it's not as user-friendly as some of the other games that come out of the box, like You Don't Know Jack or Sub-Zero or the climbing game. All those come right out of the box with controller support. Dead Trigger, again, you have to map all the different buttons. And when I found that I did map the buttons, it actually became more buggy. And what I mean by that is that I couldn't select certain things, and it just became a little bit buggy. So it would be nice to see that game optimized for controllers. Sub-Zero you saw, Netflix you saw, and then these are apps I did not download. They're just in the cloud here that I can download them if I want. And the last thing I wanted to mention to you is that the game controller does not have Rumble built into it, or at least I haven't been able to get it to work, and that actually kind of stands to reason because all of these games on here are Android games. And Android devices really don't support Rumble. I mean, some of the devices, some of the phones have haptic feedback, a lot of them do actually, but I have never seen a game that has actually incorporated the haptic feedback into the game itself. So it stands to reason that these games are not written with any haptic feedback or Rumble feature incorporated into them. So I don't really know if the controller has it in there or not. It definitely has a weight to it where it could be in there, but we'll just have to see when Amazon Game Studios actually publishes more games, and we'll see if that feature is incorporated into the controller or not. I always think that Rumble's a nice feature to have, but it's not a necessity.